And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And taken right on the 30. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those divisions. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Judy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling it up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
On second down, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Stay in your lanes and give out some pain. Let's stop them at the 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. 2 touchdowns for him already in this 1st half. This one good for a 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
36 power.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Go, North Copper! Go, North Copper! Bama, Bama, Bama.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones being chased out left. That'll be caught by Kupp. Touchdown, Chargers. Cooper Kupp, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and long. Jones, and he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake. Jones on the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going up top for Cup. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Jones hit and the ball's held. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action with Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hope. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Mevis on to attempt the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On third down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Broncos.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Wilson will throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This could be the turning point.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd and goal. Jones. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 7. Wilson wants a different look. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Well, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Broncos, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Fix my